Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, and Nasma Abdul Hussain, and this is the evening news. In tonight's headlines, under the ongoing police operation prompted by the sudden surge in violent crimes, 4 people have been arrested in Male with objects used in violent crimes. Maldives Police Services Executive Board has decided to expand their efforts to put a permanent end to the ongoing violent crimes. And Home Minister Umar Nasir says that it is former President Mohammad Nasheed who is linked to the drugs and not President Abdul Yamin. Under the ongoing police operation prompted by the sudden surge in violent crimes, 4 people have been arrested in Male with objects used in violent crimes. The 4 were arrested last night after police intelligence received information that they were planning criminal activities. They were arrested at an apartment on the first floor of a house named Bangufadigge in Machangoli ward. Police believe that the apartment was used as a hiding place for criminals and for hiding the objects they use in committing these crimes. Upon searching the house, police found a machete, masks and drugs as well. According to police, one of the 4 has a history of violent crimes. 2 people have been killed and over 17 injured in a sudden series of violent crimes across the country since the end of Ramadan. Maldives Police Services Executive Board has decided to expand MPs' efforts to put a permanent end to the ongoing violent crimes. The Executive Board met today to discuss the situation and decided to take all possible measures to curb the violence and bring peace to society. According to police, these measures include speeding up cases related to criminals involved in these violent crimes and forwarding them for prosecution, and holding discussions with the Prosecutor General to speed up the process of pressing charges as well. The board meeting, chaired by Commissioner of Police Hussain Wahid, decided to hold discussions with various state institutions, councils and NGOs to seek a permanent solution to the issue. It was also decided to increase Maldives Police Services operational work, pay additional attention to meeting points used by criminal gangs, and search and destroy those places if necessary. Umar Nasir says that it is former President Nasheed who is linked to drugs and not President Abdul Yamin. Umar made the statement while responding to questions posed by MPs at today's Parliament sitting.
At Monday's Parliament sitting, Galore North MP Eva Abdullah asked Minister Umar if any investigations had been made into the minister's claims during the presidential campaign that President Yamin was linked to drugs and its trade. Instead of replying directly to this question, Minister Umar hinted at former President Nasheed's actions and accused him of consuming alcohol. Minister Umar said that Nasheed will test positive for drugs even if his urine test is taken now. It's noteworthy that MPs of opposition MDP posed several personal questions to the minister, which was condemned by some of PPM's MPs. Responding to questions, Umar said that he is serving as the Home Minister not to be under the control of MDP, and that according to Parliament regulations, he can only be asked questions related to his duties and responsibilities since the date of assuming office.
Our government is not here to run after criminals from previous administrations. We are a humble and modest government trying to take the country forward with unity. If we are to look into cases, there are many cases we can look into. The MP who just walked out has a lot of bounced checks to look into as well. There are many such cases, but the government is not here to look into bounce checks or the liquor bottles at Muliage. That's not our priority. Our priority is to consolidate peace in this country and set the economy right. We are trying to do just that. Those are our priorities.
Minister Umar said that the government is more interested in serving the people rather than investigating the actions of previous administrations. Umar said that gang violence stems from much larger issues and that lack of resources and the presence of groups that encourage drug use are the main reasons why gang violence is still unchecked. Umar Nasir said that MDP activists had torched many police properties during the 8th February riots and caused damages worth over 200 million rupiah.
I'd say I'm not serving as the Home Minister to be under MDP's control. So even if you bring me here 2 times a day, you will get the same answer. You will be left speechless at the end. So I'm not hesitant to give you any answer. If you ask me the right question, I'll give you the clear answer. But no other MPs except those of PPM have asked me the right questions about my duties and responsibilities. If you ask questions with sarcasm, the response will be in the same manner.
Umar also called on MDP to ask for the people's apology for the party's disruptive actions and damages to state properties in the past. Responding to questions concerning the alleged restriction of the Home Minister's powers, Umar said that President Yamin has brought some changes to the ministry's mandate, including the withdrawal of the Home Minister's power to order police investigations into cases.
An emergency motion has been submitted to the Parliament expressing concern over the sudden increase in violent crimes. The motion was submitted by Central Hitadu MP Ibrahim Didi at today's Parliament sitting. The MP said that police have enough resources to put an end to the crimes and that if the police are unable to do so, they can seek assistance from the Defence Force as well. Other MPs belonging to opposition MDP said that government has not given police the opportunity to carry out their legal responsibilities. MPs belonging to Jamhuri Party also expressed concern over the issue of increasing crime rate in the country. Noting that important bills have been passed by the Parliament to curb crime, they said that crime rate can only be reduced by fully implementing those laws. They also said cases of various criminals are pending due to the state's failure to provide the necessary services. Meanwhile, main ruling party PPM's MPs said that solving the issue is more important than pointing fingers at each other. The Audit Office says that the audit of Fisheries Ministry has not yet begun due to the absence of required paperwork needed for auditing the ministry's complaints in 2009. In a letter sent by the Audit Office to the Parliament's Finance Committee, it was stated that the paperwork needed for auditing the ministry's complaints in 2009 was not received despite numerous requests. It was stated that a written request was made to the Fisheries Ministry seeking the information and that the work has now been stopped due to the lack of response. The letter also states that there are some other state institutions that do not offer cooperation in preparing the audit reports. Maldives Ports Limited MPL says that the company has decided to provide services 24/7 starting 12 p.m. tonight. Speaking at a press conference this morning, MPL's head of Corporate Services Division, Colonel retired Ibrahim Afzal, said that the company will provide services 24/7 starting 12 o'clock tonight and that MPL will serve customers at all times except during Friday morning.
At our export-import operations, the container cargoes bring lots of cargo. Although we face some problems carrying out the job, due to the requests of our customers, we've decided to make our services available to them 24 hours. We'll only suspend our service Friday morning until afternoon prayers. Otherwise, it is available all the time.
MPL's General Manager of Operations, Ali Ahmad, said that the company wants to provide services to the people closely and swiftly, and that customers using the ports will enjoy the convenience of 24/7 service.
We want to serve the people closely and make it easier for them to obtain our services. We also want to ensure the prices of goods do not inflate. As a result of our new operations, customers can obtain services unavailable to them before in a much better fashion. So we hope the people can reap more benefits from this change compared to previous times.
He said that the company aims to provide services 50% faster with this new change. MPL currently operates in two 8-hour-long shifts between 7:30 a.m. and 11 p.m. According to MPL, all preparations have now been made to provide 24/7 service in 3 shifts a day. However, the company has noted that some difficulties will be faced at the start. And with that, we conclude tonight's evening news. Thank you for watching. Have a very good night.
බලවුණුත් යගෙන්දවලි DhiTV.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فظن أن لن نقدر عليه فنادى في الظلمات أن لا